What is a Voithian without frontiers? It is someone who has the capability of transmitting global knowledge while respecting local culture. And how were we able to do this? Through four waves: receiving, absorbing, transferring, and perpetuating. I'm Cláudio Ramos. I will be talking about the first wave, receiving. I have been a Voithian for 30 years. That is a short time compared to Voith history, which spent over 145 years. Are you aware of the responsibility that being a part of this great company entails? We are over 40,000 employees around the world. Our history began in 1867 in Germany, in a small locksmith workshop that grew to become one of the world's largest family businesses. My career started in Brazil, which is my country, but Voith's relationship with Latin America began earlier. In 1903, Voith was already shipping turbines for hydroelectric power plants in Brazil. And in 1923, the company shipped the first paper machines to our local market. But it was not until 1964 that Voith finally decided to build in Brazil its first branch outside Europe. And this was the first step to build an entrepreneurial project. A German team was deployed with the mission of establishing the company's first unit outside Europe. Their goal was to transfer knowledge through technology, professional training, culture, and values, while maintaining the quality and advantages of Voith's products and services in a country without the same structure and tradition. At that moment, a big challenge was about to begin. How can we transfer global knowledge, taking local culture into account?
Als wir im Januar 67 hier ankamen, standen lediglich zwei Gebäude von der Schweißerei, Kesselschmiede und von der Bearbeitung und Montage. Wichtig war für uns die Voith-Qualität hier genauso herzustellen wie in Heidenheim oder in irgendeinem anderen Voith-Werk.
Es war uns klar, dass wir was tun müssen, um die Qualifikation zu vermitteln. Und wir haben damals auch die Lehrwerkstatt geschaffen. Hinzu kamen auch die Ausbildung für Jungingenieure, die mir sehr am Herzen lag, den zukünftige Führungskräfte zu bekommen. Die fielen ja nicht vom Himmel.
Der jeweilige Vorgesetzte, in dem Falle ich, mich auch darum kümmere und mit den Leuten spreche und die Arbeit kontrolliere, wie sie es machen, wann sie es machen und notfalls Unterstützung und Hilfe anzubieten, dass nach einer längeren gemeinsamen Einarbeitungszeit alles so läuft, wie wir es eigentlich erwarten.
When we began our operations in Brazil, there were nearly 30 employees in a very promising market. At that time, one of the main tasks was to train the people and prepare them for the coming expansion.
I'm Ralf Dreckmann. I will be talking about the second wave, absorbing. I have been Voithian for 12 years, but I have lived Voith culture for nearly 40 years. Because my father was part of the company's history in Brazil, for over a decade transferring knowledge to the company's foundry. In the beginning, a great cultural transformation mixing German discipline with local culture took place. This transformation had the objective of explaining the business and consolidating regional presence in the market. Gradually, a team of local, talented and committed employees was developed. And through training and knowledge transfer, they became capable of executing with local specialists all the engineering work that was formerly imported from Germany. Now we had a product that was completely made locally, all the way from engineering up to manufacturing, closing the cycle of the absorbing wave. I have come to better understand why Voith has always been ahead of its time. Training, this is the word. Good technical training and qualified employees came to be our hallmark. At this point, Voith's DNA had already become a part of local Voithians, thus achieving the best practice of global knowledge, transfer respecting local culture.
Quando cheguei para trabalhar na fábrica em 1969, o que mais me chamou a atenção foi a preocupação do grupo de alemães em transferir os conceitos de qualidade, disciplina e organização, conhecimentos absorvidos e utilizados até hoje.
No início, uma das dificuldades para absorver esse conhecimento era o idioma, que foi superado pela constante presença de colegas alemães e de um intenso programa interno de treinamento. Podemos dizer que a engenharia da Voith no Brasil é um retrato fiel da engenharia alemã, em termos do atendimento a normas e padrões técnicos.
We have received, absorbed, practiced, and now through our cultural diversity and hard work, we are able to contribute to nurture the essence of the Voithian DNA. Now we were ready for the future.
I'm Marcus Blumer, and I'm here to present to you the third wave, transferring. I have worked for Voith for 23 years. I began in the 1989 training class as a young engineer. Just as other colleagues, I had the opportunity to acquire the necessary qualification to take on the challenge of international experience by participating in the implementation of manufacturing units and projects around the world. These spreads clearly portrays a Voithian without frontiers, a professional that has been trained and is willing and able to transfer the knowledge and experience with leadership and teamwork spirit while respecting local cultures.
Nós somos um grupo de privilegiados e estamos espalhados por uma boa parte do mundo. Aceitamos o desafio do Voith Sem Fronteiras e estamos passando a nossa experiência para outros.
Da mesma forma que me ensinaram, eu estou transferindo esse conhecimento para outra unidade que agora precisa. Como a gente precisou na época, a unidade da China precisa da gente agora.
A transferência de tecnologia foi muito mais ampla do que focado na unidade Fabril. A plena operação da planta Xangai é um sucesso do time, um sucesso dos colaboradores Voith no mundo todo.
O mais importante, o que mais me atraía, era o desafio.
Clearly, knowledge transfer and exchange of information is one of the main characteristics of a Voithian without frontier. To be a Voithian is to collaborate with other people and to transfer knowledge, respect its location's identity, preserve its local culture, and enhancing its business capabilities.
A experiência que tivemos na implantação do Service Center da Voith Paper no Chile mostrou que respeitar a cultura local é fundamental no processo de transferência desse conhecimento. O sucesso dessa transferência se deu pela decisão de estarmos presentes localmente no Chile e pela conquista da confiança dos nossos clientes e colaboradores.
Nós acompanhamos esse processo de implementação do sistema de ônibus lá em Bogotá. Nós começamos ensinando o pessoal lá de que forma que a gente poderia ser mais eficiente dentro de um sistema que era completamente novo para eles. E, para lhe ser sincero, chegou um determinado momento que nós começamos a aprender com eles também.
E nós tivemos que treinar esse pessoal e depois de algum tempo, hoje podemos afirmar que, com muita satisfação, que o pessoal está totalmente aderente aos valores da VOITH. Isso foi realmente significativo.
Na realidade, a gente precisava de ensinar o que fazer e ensinar como se portar dentro de uma área industrial. Então, o grande desafio nosso foi esse, foi recrutar. Eu acho que o meu sucesso, ele passa pelo sucesso dos outros, né? Eu não consigo fazer nada sozinho.
The strategy worked out well. VOITH Hydro Shop in Manaus is already operating and supplying components for large hydropower plants in Brazil, such as Santo Antônio, Giral, and Ferreira Gomes. In Camaçari, we have the world's largest online maintenance contract for manufacturing equipment in automotive plants. In Chile, since 2005, VOITH Paper Service Center has been able to meet the demand for local services, thereby generating a volume of new business that would not have been possible just with a sales office. VOITHians from the region, training other local VOITHians, building up new facilities, and leveraging our presence in the Latin American market. For us, VOITHians without frontiers, the successful business model is the one based on transferring knowledge, developing and training people, and rely on employees' trust and dedication. At each new step, our history confirms how we must continue to nurture our essence and our values.
E o que a gente vê aqui em termos de valores é muito sólido, e eu acho que é isso que move a empresa e atrai as pessoas para virem para cá e permanecerem dentro da companhia.
Frase que sintetiza quando diz um voithiano é ter o orgulho de trabalhar aqui.
Então, como boa prática, hoje nós temos 20 jovens em formação e a partir do ano que vem eles passam a ser jovens aprendizes conosco.
A partir de todo o conhecimento adquirido durante esses últimos anos, trabalhados em 2 divisões do grupo, hoje eu me sinto preparado para aceitar novas oportunidades que venham a surgir durante o desenvolvimento dos novos negócios.
Every day, more and more people join the labor market, and we must continue to prepare the future VOITHians without frontiers. In order to do this, we must be able to guarantee the necessary conditions for the development and commitment of young talents at the pace required by today's world. I'm Paulina Lujan, and I'll be talking about the 4th wave, perpetuating. I have been a VOITHian for 7 years, but my professional life in the service area began in 1997 at Premier. When the VOITH Group acquired this company in 2005, I had the opportunity to experience the best practice of knowledge and values transfer. This practice brought the VOITH identity into the new organization. We train our people to nurture our best practices, professionals that learn quickly with an independent and entrepreneurial spirit, and who are capable of ensuring our company's sustainable growth for the future.
Ser uma voithiana é ser flexível, ser comprometida, aberta a conhecimentos, a novos desafios e respeitar os colegas e as diferentes culturas.
O voithiano tem que ser uma pessoa extremamente motivada e tem que ser open-minded, ou seja, sem barreiras pré-estabelecidas.
Recebi o treinamento necessário e hoje me sinto plenamente preparada para aceitar os desafios que o Grupo VOITH vem a me proporcionar no futuro.
As we all know, the business environment will continue to change, and this will always represent a challenge for us. Innovation and entrepreneurship are fundamental characteristics for our continued growth. This is why we must attract, hire, and retain talented professionals to face the challenges of the years to come. So, what is the essence of today's best practice? Developing and perpetuating VOITHians without frontiers so that we can continue to transfer VOITH values and global knowledge, always taking local culture into account.